Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog. So we're going to get away from Dungeon Gate for a little bit. There's some news, or maybe not. So we'll look at the original article. First, there's a Call of Cthulhu bundle over at Humble Bundle, Tenkar's Tavern. Game C/COC will take you there. This is how you can support this channel. If you shop at Humble Bundle using our affiliate links, if you shop at Drive-Thru RPG using the Tavern's affiliate links, I guess theoretically Amazon, but I very rarely share those links. This is we don't do paid advertising. I know you get ads from the YouTubes, but we don't do sponsorships. We don't run ads. So this is how you can support this channel. So I woke up this morning to numerous PMs, and thank you to everybody, including a phone call. Thank you to everybody who's made sure that I knew about this. I know I'm not as quick as others are to the draw, but I figured let me go to the actual source, the original article, not the article that people were sharing out. This is the, whatchamacallit, speed-daily.com. This is originally in Chinese. This is the translation from Google. Exclusive. This is the type. This is the headline. Hasbro seeks to sell the well-known IP Dungeons and Dragons and has made preliminary contact with Tencent. Source: Snow Leopard Financial Society. I don't know who they are, but okay. Snow Leopard Finance has exclusively learned that the American toy company Hasbro is seeking to sell its well-known IP Dungeons and Dragons, hereafter referred to as D&D, and Tencent is one of the potential buyers. Negotiations are still in the early stages, and the two sides have not yet agreed on the details of the transaction. According to people familiar with the matter, the financial crisis Hasbro is facing is the main reason why it's considering selling D&D. And Larian Studios, invested by Tencent, apparently have a 30% stake in Larian Studios. Larian Studios developed Baldur's Gate 3, which won the 2023 TGA Game of the Year award and is considered one of the most successful D&D adaptation games. Therefore, the studio is regarded by Hasbro as one of the potential target buyers. And they go one. However, due to insufficient funds, Larian finally introduced the deal to shareholder or stakeholder, because I don't know if Larian is actually publicly traded, but Tencent was, hey, maybe you can hop in on this. Hasbro was founded in 1923. They give a history of Hasbro. But now the centuries old company is facing a huge crisis caused by losses, and the stock price has fallen from a high of $108 in 2019 to $51 as of January 26, 2024. According to the financial report, as of the third quarter of 2023, Hasbro suffered losses for 4 consecutive quarters due to the drag on its main business of toy sales. From quarter 2022 to quarter 4 2022 to quarter 3 2023, that's 4 quarters, the cumulative loss exceeded $500 million. That's $500 million. In quarter 2 2023, there has even been negative free cash flow. I know a CFO or two. I should ask what that means. According to Forbes, in response to the crisis, the company significantly laid off employees last year, more than 20% over 1,900. Although the company is in a loss-making situation overall, the D&D-related IP it holds are high-quality assets and has achieved considerable success in video game adaptations. Baldur's Gate 3, launched by Larian Studio last year, claimed both fame and fortune. It not only won 6 TGA awards, including Game of the Year, but also surpassed the Harry Potter IP at a commercial level with a revenue of $657 million. The adapted game Hogwarts Legacy became the most profitable buyout game on PC last year. The success of Baldur's Gate 3 is also reflected in Hasbro's financial data. So Hasbro's electronic games and licensing related businesses bucked the trend and achieved a year-on-year growth of 40%, reaching 423 million. In addition to video games, D&D is also one of the most popular tabletops in Europe and the United States. A huge fan group has been formed around the related culture, which can be called top IP. A person for Tencent's IEG, Interactive Entertainment Business Group, told Snow Leopard Finance that Tencent's IEG Global Department, which is responsible for overseas business. Now, this is where the headline and the actual article conflict. Will conduct negotiations with the intention of acquiring a series of rights, including D&D's video game adaptation rights. According to the above-mentioned source, Tencent currently holds the game adaptation rights to many top IPs. However, because the licensing model is mostly not a one-time buyout, Tencent not only has to bear copyright fees and long-term revenue sharing, but also often engages in research and development and operational constraints from partners. So, if this acquisition is successful, it will enable Tencent to gain dominance over the Dungeons and Dragons IP, which will largely avoid the above problems. And I talk about, it's not easy for Chinese companies to gain control over foreign IP. But this article is stressing that Tencent / Larian want it for the digital rights. And they want it see now, that's going to be a problem, right? They want the game adaptation rights, the video game adaptation rights. I don't know if they actually want the tabletop, but it is interesting that this past weekend was the birthday of D&D, right? 50th anniversary, and we didn't hear much from WotC. I wonder why that is. I wonder why. Or maybe they are looking to sell D&D as a package deal. Maybe they just want to sell limited cutout digital rights, video games, computer games, and they keep the VTT rights separately, or maybe they license the VTT rights back to themselves after selling the rights to Tencent. But does this mean that they're actually going to be selling all the IP? Are they going to be selling the tabletop RPG aspect? They're going to be selling the VTT digital gaming aspect. Remember, video games and digital gaming are separate uses. And I'm sure they can carve out the video game, computer game aspect and keep other digital rights. But it's interesting, right? It's very interesting. And what would happen if the rights to D&D were in opposite hands? The game could progress differently. Very strange times. Strange times. Hasbro certainly is looking for an influx of cash. And this would obviously put Hasbro back in the black. I don't know. I don't know. I wanted to go to the original article because there are some things being lost in the game of post office that's currently going on around this. So, folks, let me know what you think. Do you think they're going to sell all the IP? Do you think they're going to carve out just the computer and console gaming? Probably mobile gaming too. Let me know. Until it happens, we don't know, and maybe it never happens. Maybe it never happens. All right, folks. On that note, there's a live stream tonight. I thought we had a special guest. It might not be for another couple of weeks for that guest, so it might just be Mike and I talking about current events. Oh my God, there's nothing to talk about. I joke. There's a lot to talk about. So join us tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Talking Crit live. All right, folks. Be safe, be well. God bless. Brothers Dice, roll them well. Tonight, 8 p.m. Oh, that's an affiliate link on the bottom of the screen. Don't forget. Check it out. That's how you can support this channel. Thank you much, folks. Later.